Alrighty, hello my friends, this is Lost But Lucid. It's a platforming game for $5, currently on sale until the 6th for like 3 something, and I think that's all you need to know. Let's go ahead and jump on in and take a look. Now, the main story of the game is you're having some sort of crisis and your world is just kind of falling down around you, and you heard about this free therapy that is basically like lucid dreaming or some sort of dreamscape kind of thing. And you're like, hey, it's free, I might as well go check it out and see what's up. Now, there does seem to be some sort of light ray issue when you enter a new room, because it's probably considering the section between that room as not being lit. And this is the first dreamscape. So that's why when you die in this game, you don't actually die because it's a dream. As you can see in the top left, I played a little bit because I collected some stars, and that's about all you need to know about it. Now, the game does have some heavy momentum. So, for example, that pink checkpoint we reached will reset you, but if you jump like over here and then try to go this way, it's very, very slow on the momentum shift. So don't expect to be doing crazy jumps like, oh, what's some other games that have double jumping in them? I honestly can't think of anything right now. I don't know, Ratchet and Clank? But anyways, as you go through it, don't expect to be able to make hairpin turns when you're in the air. You will go flying. And the same thing, if you bump into something, you'll go flying as well. Like, let's say you skip over an edge, you'll keep going in that direction very harshly. Dang, this game's loud as crap, brother. Alright, well, we'll hope that that's a little better. Now, there is sprinting and all that, but you go flying when you sprint. Well, I will do that in a level that's more open. And we'll check it out for about 30 minutes. As a child, she ran. I'm able to comprehend she'd entered a marathon. And this is the sprinting level. Yay, sprinting. Now, you're going to see what I mean by some turns up here in a second. So if I do this, see how I kept going this way even though I turned my camera this way because my character still had this much angular momentum. And that's kind of what I was talking about, which is something to get used to as you play the game. And this is as far as I got when I was testing the game out before I decided to make a video. There's a crow up there, but I've already talked to him, but there's a star up this way, so we'll go and collect it for posterity's sake. Here we go. And that's a scroll, which if you want to go read it, I will. Dad says you lose if you sink the 8-ball too early, but let's keep playing. What did Mom say we're having for dinner? There you go. This is as far as I did in my pre-run, so everything from this point on is new to me. Where'd my double jump go? Interesting. It didn't let me jump a second time. There we go. That's strange. Alright, on to the next level. But yeah, I've noticed that a few times is sometimes my jump is just eaten. She learned, school tested her with decisions, and set ink to page as she began composing her identity. Some paths cannot be accessed after reaching certain points in a level. Interesting. Let's go this way first then. These are chess pieces. Well, should we not go up there then? Let's go take a look. A little look-see, you know? What do we have over there? Big old area. Yeah. Question is, do I have to jump or can I just like sprint down this like a madman? Or I guess I'm playing as a female madwoman. Yeah, you can just sprint down. The verdant valley holds riches left and right. I'm guessing you can't go back up that, huh? Nah, I can land on that. I just jumped off. I'm not gonna make that. Yoink. So if I want to get that star over there, and I do want to get that star, I'm going over there. I'm getting that star. I don't care. I want that star. My inner collector is demanding I grab the star. Oh no, there's another path over that way too. Apparently you do have enough space to be able to land on these if you're full sprinting, but I'll take the safe way. Alright, give me that star. Yoink. And there's one over there? Ah, there's one over there too. Anyway, I'm going down the slide. Can we go on top? That's right, screw your rules. I'm going over here. Oh no, you can't. You can't. You just slide right off of it. Alright, makes sense to me. We're learning. Learning has been occurred. Or been achieved. Has occurred, whatever you want to say. Slam my face into the ground, you know, the usual. Okay, so there's some replayability in the game by collecting stars and stuff like that. I forgot there's momentum, and I can't stop on a dime in the air. Don't mind me. Terrible at platforming. George, you said you were bad at bullet hells as well. What are you good at then? We'll cross that bridge when we get to that one. I didn't grab the thing. And I kind of glanced over it, but you do hold spacebar to get a higher jump. There does seem to be some lighting issues in the game. Above us. Yeah, there's certain areas you come across where the lighting winks out on you. Locking that away in the old brain cage. There we go. This character's a lot more athletic than I'd ever be. I can get up here. I can. I want to see what this note says. You're a natural young lady. I knew a math whiz like you would take to the game. It's all probability, you see. Are you telling me my choice of randomly picking moves was not successful as a child? She was bored by much, but found that in which made her heart soar. Magic was real, it seemed, and dwelt within pigment and fire to earth. I'm guessing painting, okay. I want to just like full sprint this, but... Alright, we're full sprinting. Yeah, see that lighting I'm talking about right there? That specifically. Oops, he went right over it. And that too. That's very, very jarring. Okay, it's on the other side. Oh, that threw me off. Okay, so we're back to... I could surely just full sprint this, right? Whatever. We're not letting go of the shift button from this point on. Except when I have to grab those. I cannot go back. I have made a mistake. I made... Oh, I planned. Not planned. Mistake. Okay, can't hold full shift. I mean, I probably could, because I found the secret was to go into that corner, right? So I could probably hold full shift here. Whenever I play a platforming game, I just go back to Mirror's Edge in my head. I don't know, I really like the running in that game. The original Mirror's Edge. I never played the expansion of it, or not expansion. It had a sequel, right? I never played the sequel. Oh, and the Fire Earth is like clay. Gotcha. Too far. Sure, you can stay a bit longer. Just remember to clean the brushes this time. How rude. We don't clean the brushes? Terrible. Double jump is unavailable when sliding. Oh, okay, that explains why I couldn't jump after that one thing. Some jokes on you. I'm just gonna skip the slide. How about that? Yeah, that's right. We don't need to slide where we're going. This is flagged. Ah, I got an achievement for that. What is that to? Death? No, I'm sorry. I want it. Northern lights illuminate the fall's true paths. Ah, so that's what... Ah, gotcha. But that's a different path, and we did not take it. The fall. Adulthood beckoned that which made her heart sore would not see her through to the future. Uh-oh, she suffered disappointment. The usual. You can maneuver slightly when jumping or falling. Slightly is the key word. Where can we go? I can make this. Bam. I can make that. Ooh. Not even close, baby. Don't stop painting, dear. If it makes you happy, you just need something more stable to pay the bills. And then his mother insults his father. Nice. Or her father. I keep putting myself in the character's shoes. I'm wise gonna refer to myself as a dude. But don't mind me. Oh man, I went far. The hedge maid's exit lies directly ahead of its entrance as the crow flies. Bonk. Uh-oh, bonk. Oh, we got the good bonk, okay. There we go. You. I guess it's really jarring. I don't like that. Maybe that's intentional. I'm not sure, but I am not a fan of the blinking platforms and stuff. You can use the level select menu from the main menu to return to any previous dreams and find any collectibles you've missed. Verdant Valley. The joys of childhood were behind her, however, she found new lands to explore. Society was a lush frontier, rich with possibility. Alright, let's continue. Oh lordy, no more ground. I full sprinted that. Oh, goodness. We can make that. Okay, perfect. I don't think we can make it back though, can we? We definitely can. This one's green. You crush this art battle. Any chance of seeing you again? My band's playing a set at the Lift Saturday. I gotta turn my physical sound down. There we go. You found herself a friend. Or dating material. I don't know. There we go. Your dad taught you? You must have been pretty good then. I haven't been beaten at pool like that in a while. Wow, the first thing she does is beat the poor person up? Dang, okay. And I went right for the hole. I would have been good at pool, well, if that's the case. No one's going for the hole. Depart. Possibilities showed direction. Each path was indistinguishable for the next, and none promised success. Such is life. Well, we can sprint. But I completely forgot the crow said go straight. Hold up. Okay. So we got dropped here. Is that straight ahead or is that straight ahead? This is straight ahead. We always want to be facing this direction if we can. We're just avoiding every star. We're going for completion speed. Speak ahead of you. Well, I guess I'm getting this mushroom that I didn't intend to get. So we're still that way. Okay, do not forgetty. Did I not grab the mushroom? It's showing 0 of 18. I clearly grabbed it, right? Am I crazy? Huh, I must have missed it. A little bit of the old Butterfinger action, you know? And there we go. There's the bed, fast as heck. We don't need the mushies. Next. She became lost in a forest of opportunity, sprinting between lessons, loves, and other such stuff. There's a pool on the roof, but the Wi-Fi is a bit spotty unless you're here in the lobby, and there's a train at... I'm not gonna say that. Leaving at 7 a.m. That's the extent of my reading ability. Go this way. And then there's a flag over here. Is this an achievement? And what is that lighting? I don't know, that always bothers me in games. It's like the randomly flickering lighting. So hopefully that's not just me, and I am not alone in my opinion. There we go. Upsy daisy. And then what's the opposite of upsy daisy? Debbie Downer? No, that's for someone who's like negative. Go this way. Ignore the sound behind us because I do not care. I guess I care. Might as well grab it since I'm here. Well, we're here. Might as well grab it. Why not? It seems there is I think there's 27 levels in the game, if I'm remembering the description of the game correctly. You're Jerome's kid. Yeah, we met when he visited the park years ago. Can't believe he convinced you to come all the way to Lusaka. Also on the main menu screen, there is time trials, so if you like kind of playing platform games and you like little speedrun type things, they do have time trials for it. Oh, you can't go over this. Well, I will always want a toggle sprint option. You get the pinky of iron when you play games like these. Okay, hold up. Oh, I was like... Oh, hey, I didn't realize it was gonna be that fast. Can this crush me to death? I want to find out. Wait. I was in it. Okay, so I can't crush you to death. That's good, at least. We have found out, and the answer is no. Oh my goodness. I almost missed it again. Yeah, that, like that. There we go. Got our waystone. Whoa, why didn't I go backwards? Ooh. I ain't going back down to get it. I was going right over that bed. I was gonna go into the hills, into the vale, on through the town. Amidst the tangle, she found an escape, a sanctuary from the wilds. Flying the trade of capital and coin spoke to her heart, but promised to secure her future. Or did not speak to her heart. We're going this way. It's like a platforming game combined with a life lesson or something. Oh, I jumped way too far. That's fine. I guess we go this way. Then I'm supposed to come here? What happens if you go in the water? You just die. I seem to have looped back around. Whoopsie doodle. Well, I have another chance to mess up at this platforming section again. Yep, there we go. Where am I? You can grab the mushy. I'll grab this mushy. Even though I didn't pick up. Oh, there we go. What's this? Okay, probably go this way. Okay, there's the mark on the ground that tells us where to go at least. Alright, what lesson you got for me today? Mysterious scroll of knowledge. Yes, Miss Human, you could very well save the 30k by then. However, the required down payment for such a unit will certainly have increased in 3 years. Everything's expensive. Neat little octopus statue. How do you get up there? Probably this way? Wow, I went way far, brother. Okay. There we go. Maybe just like a regular jump. Yeah. Like a very, very scary regular jump. There we go. You just like make a leap of faith here? Alright. Start playing I'm a Believer. I would have just completely airballed that. Okay, we're coming across some sections that have some more intrigue to them now. As I slowly meander my way across. Yeah, we got the thing. Okay, what's the plan here? Oh, we get murdered, that's the plan. Oh, we already had that hint. There's another hint. It really wants you to collect the collectibles. Now, as far as I'm aware, the collectibles give you a bonus level, I believe. Alright, cliff racing. She entered the unfamiliar halls of academia, seeking knowledge of wealth and commerce. Wizened scholars led her through the fog-skirting precipices of ignorance and traversing gulfs of understanding. Does not sound at all like my college teachers. Okay. Alrighty, so what are my thoughts here? I'm actually going to pause on my end, but for you it'll be just a snap of the fingers to collect my thoughts on what I think of the game. I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. I've written a few thoughts down here, not too much. But here's what I think. Sometimes I just enjoy playing a platformer that has a relaxing atmosphere to it, which I think this does accomplish. It's got that peaceful music in the background, you know, some birds chirping and stuff of that nature. I really enjoy just kind of that background nature sound, especially the sound of rain. It's just very relaxing to me. So it does nail, I think, that relaxing nature. Now, maybe some of the later levels get really sad and depressing, and who knows? You know, I'm only 30 minutes into it. And it's also peaceful in the regards that it doesn't really have that, I feel like, that hectic platforming. You know, no rings of fire or something chasing you and other things of such less relaxing nonsense, right? But as far as the platforming itself goes, I do prefer to have a bit more air control. Sometimes you can skirt the ground at just the right angle so it just rockets you off into the distance that you didn't intend to go, or you jump just like slightly too far and you wish to dial it back a bit more. So I guess you could say I kind of like prefer more precision platforming, even though I don't like precision platforming games. But I like the level of control they usually give you. And then on the note of air control, I'm a big fan of double jumping, that where you can just switch on a dime of which direction you're going, because that makes the game feel really snappy and reactive. But this has that more weightless, floaty feel to it that I'm not fond of. But of course, to each their own. There's some people that prefer the floating feeling ones, and there's some that prefer the very precise air control ones. And then this game does have the collectible unlocking bonus stages, which is a nice touch. It gives players a reason to go back and pick different paths in each of the levels, and then go back to replay them as well. And it's also entirely optional, like you don't have to do it if you don't want to, unless you're a completionist. And I don't know if there's achievements tied to it or not, but if there is, and you're a completionist, there you go. It also has that time trials mode, which also gives you a bit more replayability as well. If you're like a fan of just like speedrunning games and you just kind of like seeing how fast you can beat a game, if that's your jam, it does have time trials, so you can go ahead and do stuff like that. Now, some of the things I think could use some work in the game. This right here is the slider in the game for your sensitivity. Now, let's put that away real quick. This is my default mouse sensitivity. This is my slower sensitivity, and this is my really slow sensitivity. This is all the same movement speed on my mouse pad, and you can see there's a lot of variation here. So I have a switchable mouse. So if we take this slider and we just move it slightly this way and then hit B, it goes really slow, but it goes all the way down to the end. It doesn't give you really choice. It's either here or here. And if you restart the level, like the next level, it goes all the way to the end. So the slider in the game doesn't exactly work correctly. So that does need fixing. And the second thing that needs fixing is the lighting. Now, I don't know if this was caught on the OBS or not, or whatnot, or maybe it was just my screen. I'm never sure sometimes, because like there was one game I played where it was causing my screen to it's called the black lighting or something like that, where it makes like it darkens like the black colors a little bit. It does that to make things, you know, a little bit more neat looking. And whatever that game was, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was making my screen like flicker, and I was worried it was gonna break my screen. So I don't know if the lighting was a screen thing or if it was actually the game where I thought I had it right there. But yeah, I'm not sure if it was the game doing it or if it was my screen doing it, but regardless, there seemed to be some like right there. I really, really hope that was on camera, and because I'm not paying attention to my second screen where my video is. But yeah, stuff like that where it just kind of winks out the screen is really, really distracting to me. and I'm not a big fan of that because it really takes you out of the game and out of the atmosphere of like your peacefulness, and like, man, that's really jarring and janky. So hopefully they fix the lighting issue in the game. So as far as like would I recommend somebody play this game, generally speaking, it's $5, which to some people is enough of a decision to say not buy something, and for other people it's like, oh, it's only $5. So you can kind of base your decision off that based on what I've played so far. You can form your own opinion, of course. But the game does appear to be, I would say, around 2 hours long, maybe 3 hours long if you go and collect everything. By the 30-minute mark, we've gotten to the third section of icons across the top of the screen. So you can kind of guess that the first two sections each took 15 minutes, and then this section should take like 15, and the next one 15, the next one 15, or maybe they get a little bit longer. So it's probably somewhere around 2 hours of gameplay for 27 levels. And then you got the time trials and the collectibles on top of that, which might push you to like, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 hours, depending on how good you are at platformers. So all in all, it's not one of the better platformers I've played. Like I played that N64 game, Kiwi something. It's earlier in my playlist. It'll say like Kiwi's Adventure. I like that one a lot better because it had that snappy turning where you could jump in midair and just change your direction entirely. Like I said, big fan of it. But it's not bad. At least from what I played so far, it doesn't seem to be bad. So, what do you guys think though? Do you kind of agree with my thoughts here? Or let me know what you think as well down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. It does help my channel get seen and recognized by the YouTube algorithm, so I can make more videos and stuff like that. Alright, I will see you guys in whatever I post next. Peace.